Listen up, guys, because in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 books that have changed my life as a man. Now, these aren't just like fluff books that you read and it's like, oh, that was cool, that was cool. These are books that I genuinely believe have changed my life and have improved the things that I want to improve. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into these 7 books that changed my life, and I'm willing to bet they're going to change your life in some sort of way if you're a guy like me, trying to gain excellence, build an empire, date beautiful women, have a bunch of money, and just have fun. Have fun winning. So let's get into this. The first book I want to start with is called The Daily Stoic. Now, this book, you can buy this book and throw your calendar in the garbage, because what this has is it has a passage for every day of the year where you learn a piece of Stoicism. And what Stoicism is Stoicism is the act of solving your problems with logic, thinking with logic rather than having emotion take you out of the game, which if you let it, it will. So if you want to learn Stoicism on autopilot, you just read a passage every day of the year, then definitely check this book out. And you can throw your calendar out at the same time, because you won't really need it, because you can keep track of every day inside this book. That basically sums up this book. Stoicism is a very valuable thing to be able to have in your pocket as a man. So, while all the other soy boys are giving up because they're getting all up in their feels, we'll keep going with logic. So pick up a copy of that book for yourself and do yourself a favor. The second book. This is called The Cigar Companion. Now, if you are into cigars, this'll tickle your fancy. Now, I don't smoke all the time, but I do appreciate the odd cigar every now and then. And it's a very manly, gentlemanly thing to appreciate cigars, high quality cigars. The reason why I do it, I realize there's a health risk, but fuck, there's a health risk going outside your door. So you're gonna breathe in that smog either way. You might as well breathe in some smoke on your own accord. So the reason why I enjoy the odd cigar every now and then is because with all the things I do, it's go, 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 get this done, let's rip it. Having a cigar allows you to take a second and enjoy the moment, enjoy the fine art of the cigar that you've chosen. And this book allows you to choose more accurately. It has a bunch of, look at the beautiful illustrations in that. Here, check that out. So it's a beautiful book. And this thing's a collector item now. If you have one of these, this very one, genuine leather bound and everything, this is a collector's item. So this allows you to pick your cigars more intuitively. And yeah, it's, if you want that one thing that you can do that slows down time and you just appreciate having a smoke, and you can sit with your thoughts and let time slow down a little bit more. It's perfect for the businessman. That's why a lot of business guys smoke cigars, to be honest. So, you know what? If that sounds like something you could get into, try to find one of these. They're now a collector's item. It's hard to find, but get some sort of cigar companion book anyways. Now the third book, is The 48 Laws of Power. Now, I'm reading this very, very slow, as you can see from the bookmark. It's still pretty much at the beginning of the book. These have 48 laws that the powerful, influential men and women of our time live by. And it's a book you have to take with a grain of salt. If you really, really read into this book, you're going to hate everybody and you're not going to trust anybody. You're not going to be in a place of love and success. That's why a lot of people in power, they tend to be knocked off their throne every now and then, but they know how to get back on because they use this book and the principles from it. So they're able to get back on top, but some guys in power have unloving intentions, and that's why they fall. They have moments of falling out of power. So if you can combine love, peace, and accepting others and helping other people paired with the information in this book, you're going to be a legend. You're going to be unstoppable. And I've just started into this book, and I am starting to have a lot of things manifest from this book in my life. So if you want to be a powerful, influential person, pick up a copy of this book, read it with a grain of salt, and use this power for good. Now the fourth book we're going to get into is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a book that you want to start reading when you start really getting into business and when you start having money to work with and you don't really know what to do. I'd read the book Think and Grow Rich. You can learn about the philosophies of money. And look at this book. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that thing. Pick up this collector's complete classic text. It's a collector's edition. And you know I've been reading it because some of the print's coming off on the side, so. But yeah, this book, it's a book that everybody should read if you want to build up your cash. If you're ready to build some wealth, just do yourself a favor and read this. I haven't really got too far into it. That's why I'm not really going too in depth of what it is, because I still need to figure out what it means to me. So this is a book that means something different depending on who you are. So all I know is I was recommended this because I'm starting to make big moves. So if you're ready to make big moves with money, boom. And that's all I got to say about that. And it's a classic too. That's why I'm reading it. I just know it's a classic. Now this is the fifth book that I would recommend. And this book is called The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferris. Same last name as me, except with an extra S. So this book is for the guys that want to make unconventional money. They want to get in and get out strategically, spend 4 hours a day working on what they're doing and make it work. And make money from the comfort of an island. So if that sounds good to you, the 4-Hour Workweek is perfect. And I'm still ripping through this to get ideas that work for me, because I'm a very unique kind of man where not everything works for me, but if I find that one thing, it's game over. And I've seen this. I've seen this in my life a few times. But I've skimmed through this book and I found some good principles in it that I've used, and it served me well already. So I can just imagine how much it's going to serve me now that I'm starting to get some book sales going for myself. Which leads us to the fifth book, or the sixth book that's changed my life. The book that I wrote. It's called Unavoidable. I'll put a link to it so you can purchase it for yourself if you're interested. This book was the 3 to 4 years that I spent getting from rock bottom to where I am now, where I'm talking on a camera, helping people out, coaching, now selling the books. I've actually sold quite a few copies already, and it just keeps climbing, so I'm very excited for that. So if you want to support your brother out, pick up a copy. I'll put a link to it down there, along with my coaching and some free gifts for you. My hero soundtrack that I use to keep going, as well as my testosterone boosting stack valued at over $100, giving it out to you guys for free because I love you guys. So you'll find all that in the description. But yeah, Unavoidable, it's a book for the guys that want to max out all stats of their life. And once you get all your stats in life, your business, money, your fitness, your lifestyle, once you get those in check, then dating becomes easy. And that's the whole principle of the book. To date high quality women whilst maxing out all your stats. So if that sounds interesting, check it out. Pick up a copy. Then we'll go on to the 7th book here, which is the Bible. This book has changed my life over and over again, and it'll continue to do that over and over again. The Bible, there's a reason why it's the most sold book on earth. It's because it's the best. And, you know, there's different Bibles for different folks. Mine's the Holy Bible. I'm a Christian. And, you know, I've explored other religions, but this is the religion that speaks to me, and you got to find the religion that speaks to you. You can either get this book here, or you can grab yourself this book. This is the Quran. I didn't know which religion, because you're like, I've grown up into the religion I'm in. What do I believe in? Well, you'll find out quickly. Read these 2 books, whichever one speaks best to you. You know, that's the way I went. I read the Quran just because I was interested, and I quickly found out I love Jesus. So that's the book that I picked. But don't let me decide for you. You know, try reading one of every Bible and see which one speaks to you, and don't put any pressure on it. If nothing speaks to you, then do some soul searching. Walk out into nature without anybody yapping at you, and you can figure out what speaks to you. But I recommend checking out your, you know, whatever religion speaks to you and see where it goes from there. But I'll leave you with that. Those are the 7 books that have changed my life. Hopefully you got something out of it. Pick up each copy, especially the one that I wrote if you want to support me. And let me know which one of these 7 are your favorite. So if you like this video, got something out of it, give a thumbs up. If you want to stay a while, subscribe, because I put out a video every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 5 videos a week. So, you know, I love it. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next one.